Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
What makes life worth living? When we look back on a given year, it's easy to identify the massive oak trees and the tall pines that stand as signposts, the weddings and the funerals, the epic vacations and the major accomplishments. But we often overlook the small blessings, the birds within the trees, if you will. Our minds can only hold so much information, and in my experience, our hard drive space seems to dwindle with each passing year. The brain prioritizes the stuff it determines is important and discards the rest. Those giant oaks and majestic pines take precedent. Well, I've been rescuing things from the discard pile through a simple practice that makes it easier to spot those aforementioned birds. I've talked about it before, but it continues to grow in power in my own life. Once a day, I write down one happy moment from the day before. That's it. One moment, one line. No paragraph or story or context. Most aren't even full sentences. It's like a verbal Polaroid, a snapshot in time that describes a simple moment of happiness. But in the same way that a picture is worth 1,000 words, that simple snapshot, composed of a handful of words, contains within it a treasure trove of details, emotions, and story. I do this in a bullet journal, with each happy moment taking up no more than one line on a page. One could adapt it by writing each happy moment on a post-it note and dropping it into a jar with the intent of reading them when you need a pick-me-up. The practice takes me less than 30 seconds a day. The payoff comes at the end of the month or the year when I reread them all. The publication of Wonder Hunt stood out, as did our Escape Adulthood Summit in Utah, and family trips to Key West and Washington, D.C. But my favorite part was reading all 365 of my happy moments for the year. Here are a few highlights. Playing catch with Ben amidst the kites at Leland Park. The scallop dish with leeks and apple risotto at the Black Pig. Ginny rolling a strike on frame 10 with no bumpers. Staff dinner at the Supper Club. Seeing the walls finally up in the studio. Watching Lucy ride Chester with confidence. Family time on the front porch, eating push-ups. As you can see, none of these rise to the level of major milestone. Frankly, they'd probably be forgotten had I not taken the time to write them down at the time. But this collection of happy moments becomes souvenirs of a wonderful journey. Perhaps even more than the achievements and milestones, they give me a feeling of aliveness and a sense that my year was spent well. They're reminders of what makes life worth living, and that I've been blessed in myriad ways, despite the defeats and sorrows that also populated the previous year. It's easy to overlook the small songbirds hidden in the forest of our life. But when we invest just a few seconds to jot down one happy moment a day, reading them at the end of the month or year is magical. It's like experiencing a sublime symphony, with each note harmoniously contributing its voice to a melody that slowly builds into a soaring crescendo of gratitude. It becomes a hallelujah chorus, exalting the glorious gift of being alive.